like you were spray tanning or something. I don't know what's going on.
Not the way to start the show with you telling me I look weird.
Weirder.
Week.
I said weirder.
I have more of a weird vibe than normal.
The normal, yes. It was bad.
All right. Hey, well, welcome. Welcome, people.
We're live, apparently.
Yeah,
it just popped up.
I'm the one who hit the button to go live, and I just keep talking as if
he gets sidetracked. He's easy to get sidetracked.
Check it out. It's This Week at Gear Report. You know that because it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast on a Wednesday, and that is time for This Week at Gear Report, where this week we will actually talk about a number of articles that were published.
It's exciting times.
We have multiple articles to talk about in quite a while, so it is exciting. I am quite excited. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about upcoming stuff, and we got some really cool upcoming things like the Iraq Veteran 8888. They call it Range Day, but it starts with a dinner on Friday and all day at the range Saturday and Sunday, and that's going to be pretty cool. We're doing some really interesting things for that, so we'll talk about that. There was something else I was going to mention. I'm blanking completely. You have a teaser of something that is you said that shipped that's going to show up this weekend. We can talk about that at some point.
Yep. Yo. I one-up-yo'd him.
You did, didn't you?
I did. I know. I don't want to talk about it until it shows up. It's going to be like a big unveiling. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. It's fun.
Oh, yeah, you got to talk about it. It's too cool. And then, you can talk about it again when it gets here. So,
you'll see it when it gets here.
Yeah, this is a big number for us, isn't it? Is this 80? Isn't this number 80?
Yeah.
Show number 80. Man, you hit the round numbers like that, and it's like, holy smokes, we've been doing this a while. So, yeah, I appreciate you being a part of a very large number of those shows, TJ. Really appreciate it. Oh, no.
I'm happy to be a part of it. I enjoy it.
Am I roboting yet? I'm seeing the connection is unstable.
I don't know.
Here.
Tell the kids to quit whatever they're doing.
No, yeah, on my end, I'm seeing it. And let's see. And I'm not on Wi-Fi. Wait, or am I? That's weird. I'm plugged in, and I should be using the Ethernet cable. But hopefully it'll hang together. If it doesn't, I know the young one is downstairs streaming something.
TikTok.
Probably Jen is streaming. Oh, I bet she's streaming her workout. She told me she was about to do a workout, and I have to leave the room when she does that.
I'm working out right now.
Why, thank you, Rich. I appreciate you saying that. True, he's probably talking about bandwidth hasn't collapsed to the point that it's pixelated. But I'm just going to
take it how we want to take it. I think I'm going to take it as we look fantastic.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not sure there's another way it could be interpreted. Yeah. So anyhow, the wife, when she does her workouts, she'll do her yoga workouts, and she watches. I don't know where the woman's from. She doesn't talk. Like, you hear her talking, but it's like she does these yoga routines, and then she voiceovers all of the things along the way, and it's like this disembodied voice. It's like I hear her, but her mouth's not moving. It weirds me out. But
I can't watch.
But this yoga instructor that does this is like smoking hot too. So I can't even watch this. I have to leave it.
Real yoga-y.
Very yoga-y. Yes. Mm-hmm. So anyhow, I think we've killed enough time to let some people show up. Which is always our goal. The first 3 or 4 minutes, kind of let people get the notices that the show is going and show up. So I do see that there are a few people out there now. So please let us know if you're out there. We don't know you're there unless you say something. Flying Rich has been our overachiever thus far, leaving a few notes so we know he's out there. So anyone else, please let us know you're there. And if there are any topics you want to talk about, any questions you have, feel free to float those, and we will work them in to the discussion
We may be able to answer them.
or make something up.
I mean,
One way or another.
We'll give you an answer.
It's been a long day. We only get one tonight. Okay. Hey, one's better than none. We appreciate it. A personal trainer story. Are you going to be around this weekend, Rich? Because
we got some time
earlier this year. So if you're going to be in Georgia, if you and your other Florida peeps have made a trip up for the weekend, then come by the Gear Report compound at the Iraq Veteran 8888 event. You'll know us because we will be in the obnoxiously large tent.
Yes.
With what I suspect is going to be at least 2, maybe 3 Humvees. So, no. Dang, dude. All right. Well, never mind that. You are no longer invited or expected to show up at least.
I guess. Show up. I mean, I still don't even know where it is. So,
yeah, I mean,
he's not going to tell me. He's going to send me up like a email right before it's time to go. Like, all right,
with the very strict instructions we were given not to tell people where the event is. Yeah, which is a shame because I wanted to talk about some of that. I was going to send Bill a note and remind him, but apparently I don't have his text. So I'll have to do that later. Not when we're in the middle of a broadcast.
Yeah, we're doing a show anyways. I'm just saying,
Yep, I know. My priorities, I've never been known for my prioritization.
Done that 10 minutes ago before we started, but whatever.
All right, let's start with something outdoorsy. I could have swore, look at the calendar real quick. Based on when it was published, I think it was published after, but I could have swore we talked about this last week. Did we not?
What?
The inflatable?
You mentioned it. You didn't talk about that. I don't think it was published.
Oh,
mentioned it.
Check this out. This is kind of neat because I got a couple stand-up paddle boards.
Why are you sitting on it? Or why are they sitting on it?
Exactly. Yeah, so that's what's kind of cool about this one. That it makes perfect sense, but I wasn't aware that that this was even a thing, And then this one shows up, and it has some additional kit in it.
What is this fancy stuff up in here?
Yeah, I know. So my brother's got an inflatable stand-up paddleboard, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of stand-up paddleboarding. I have reasonable balance, but it's a little too twitchy, and it's not comfortable to me. The whole paddling. If I'm going to paddle something, I want to crank on it and go fast. And paddling fast is not comfortable for me. So maybe it's part of being 6'4".
That's the problem. They don't make those. They don't make the paddleboard paddles tall enough for us.
Leverage works against you.
You still got to lean over anyway. Yeah, so it's like
leverage works against you. So the other one, you'll see some pictures in here. The other one that came in is kind of a teal color, and it is only a stand-up paddleboard. This one from Sun Is Up, which they have it written as like one word. Sun is up. I don't know. I'm gonna call it Sun Is Up.
Sun Is Up. I like it.
It's actually the same dimensions as far as length and width and depth, the thickness of the inflatable portion, but it weighs about twice as much. So if it's like heavier duty, and it has extra connection points on it for a few things, which are kind of neat. So it has a GoPro mount at the front. It has a kayak seat that clips on. Nice. It has a little insulated cooler bag. It has a couple fishing rod holders. A little repair kit. I mean, these are all things that didn't come with the other kit.
The bougiest of bougie paddle boards right there.
It is. So, and then you see with the paddles, there are 2 blade ends and then a handle and an extension. So you can either make it a stand-up paddleboard paddle with the T at one end and the blade at the other, or you can pull the T out and slide the other paddle end in, and now you have a kayak paddle with blades on both ends. So when we took these to the lake, I took the green one out, the teal whatever sea foam. I'm going to call this sea foam. I took the sea foam colored one out and stood up. Yeah, and and Jen took the other one and just basically treated it like a sit on top kayak. And she had a blast, and I was kind of uncomfortable on the stand up one, but
Yeah.
you can deflate them and put them in a little backpack. I blew them up at the house and was like, well, crap, I'm not going to deflate them just to go to the lake and then reinflate them an hour later. So I just shoved them in the van. They just barely fit.
Well, that's the good thing about them is that you can, you can transport them a lot easier than the other ones. I mean, we've had people down here. I mean, we've had all kinds of, Florida. We love it. I've seen the stand up paddle boards with like almost like a butt rest with rod holders on the back, and like almost a stand up fishing one where you can fish. You can put a couple rod holders. It's got a cooler. I've seen all kinds, but then you got to transport that thing. That's heavy as hell once you throw all that crap on there.
Or you got to put it together. Yeah,
right.
That's part of the reason I didn't want to deal with this is by the time you get it together and you put the cooler on it and you put the seat on it and you get the paddle put together and put the leash on it, all that different stuff. It's like, I got a limited time when I'm there at the water. I want to have it ready to go when I get there.
You better start over. Snob's here.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's a paddleboard, Snob, stand-up paddleboard that she's sitting on. And if you want to know why, you have to go read the review, which is available on Gear-Report.
There you go, Jeff. Yes. Answer that.
All right, let's see if we exit full screen. Oh,
answer that.
Teal color matches Prius. My Prius is gray, Buck, and I know that y'all like to give me a hard time, like I should be ashamed of the Prius.
But we envy you with the $3.20 gas prices. You're like, oh, it took me $8 to fill up.
Yeah, I got to get another one here pretty soon. Because my son keeps taking mine, and like I have two other vehicles, but I have to.
We know stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, I get distracted by that. But yeah, I'm driving a lot. I spent a couple years where I don't drive very much at all because I work from home and I go to events and outdoor stuff, but I walk up what flight of stairs to get to my office. So I haven't been driving much, but now that my youngest changed to a different swim team, I'm driving some days 2 hours a day, 2 trips to the town that's 30 minutes away for her swim practices, like 9 times a week. So
that's what daddies do.
I know. But with all that driving, now my son keeps taking my car because it gets better mileage. And I'm like, crap. I'm spending too much money on gas right now. All right, so where were we?
If I was your son, I'd want to take the van. Just saying.
Yep. All right, so Rich is not going to make it to the range day. Yeah, I'm sure when he says something came up, it's probably something significant because this is to me about the most fun trip that we go to as far as being kind of chill and relaxed and enjoyable and still be able to get work done.
It's not as stressful as like shot or it's like, oh my gosh, we just chill.
Yeah. So I was concerned about the durability of the stand-up paddleboard, but so far we were launching off of a little beach that's got like sandy, pebbly type stuff. So there wasn't really anything to damage it there where we were using it.
Did you run it up on the rocks to see?
They seem really durable, and I'm not a fan of destructive testing unless a brand wants to send one specifically for destructive testing. Because otherwise, it's like I'm not getting paid to do this review. But I'm getting to keep the product. If I ruin the product in the course of the review, then I'm just doing a lot of work for the fun of it, and homie don't play that. Well, sometimes he does, actually.
Sometimes he does that, yeah.
Yeah, all right. We already established gun snobs here. I'm just trying to catch up. All right, where were we?
Everybody's saying hi to everybody. We're good. We have such a cordial crowd out there.
The Oklahoma boy can't read. We already knew that. He really didn't have to tell us that. We could assume that. Yes, I am the daddy taxi lately, and it's not very appreciated. All right. Is it towable paddleboard? Yeah, I suppose it probably could be. I don't know.
They have the handle on the front where you, a lot of them have that little handle on the front for carrying. You could hook that to a jet ski. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't have a handle on a place that would really work for that, I think. So no, I think it's people powered, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you choose to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's the first one, stand up paddleboard. And I will likely, the other one that you saw in here, I will likely publish something on that here at some point because I've already written a review for Amazon. So
there you go.
It's pretty easy to copy that over to a kind of quick review format and roll with it on Gear Report as well. I just have to get my butt in gear. I'll tell you, I've been editing today. I'll share with you.
There we go.
The first
problems are solved.
What's that?
It's got a ski rope that can be done. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I've got a ski rope. I don't have anything to pull it with anymore.
Somebody's got a jet ski down there.
I hook it to one of the sailboats. I have a fleet of sailboats at my disposal. Yeah, I think that would end poorly.
That would be
pretty
as long as you listen with the GoPro mount on the front. Jet ski, epic. Take one for the team. That would be. I mean, that'd be cool. I'll do it.
If you want to buy one and do it, that's fine. But
I need. I'm sure I've got somebody down here that has one.
Yeah. Okay. So, moving on. Let's load up another screen, and we can talk about a new series. I say it's a new series. I think I probably published the first video quite some time ago, like probably a year ago. And I published it as a test and said, give me feedback. And it didn't really take off. And then I thought, I've got this footage and maybe I can use that with the shorts video format. And then when I went and looked at all the footage, I'm an adult. So of course I shot it all in landscape. So it doesn't really work with shorts, which is fine because I think this could be a mix. I think maybe we do some teasers as a short every now and then. Like whenever I get stuff out, I'll set up a camera in vertical so I can shoot something for a short. And it'll be like a 10, 15 second teaser to get people to want to watch the whole thing. But I think that's what's going to happen. So this is really, this just came from, honestly, Clover has done his, I don't think he does the nerd chat anymore, but he did the afternoon chat.
The lawn chair.
The nighttime, like 9 o'clock on a Thursday or something. I don't remember when he did it, but he did that chat where he talked about the YouTube and all the different stuff about the technology involved in being a content creator. And he got me looking through some of the different stats and following trends a little bit. And when I did that, I realized that there are people who do crunching things and making things make noises. I will throat punch a bitch if someone comes around me making noise like chewing loud or crunchiness or squishy sounds. They drive me nuts. I can't stand it.
I know.
So, I mean, completely can't stand it. So I don't understand, what do they call it? ASMR, whatever that means. Where people like to hear lots of real detailed sounds. I don't get into that, but apparently, like I'm looking at some videos that have 50 million, 100 million or more views. And I'm thinking, okay, I know how little YouTube pays per view, but with numbers that big,
it's a lot of views.
They're making some money.
Right.
So if I said, you know what, I got a big truck. Maybe this will make it interesting to run over stuff with the Humvee. So I got a couple things out and filmed it. And I put that test one up. And then I got busy and just kind of forgot about it. So
I would run stuff over the Humvee just because I could.
Well, that was kind of.
It gives me a bit like, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm pissed off.
Fun. And the funny thing is, when I shot these videos, all of them, I'm probably going to be able to publish 8 or 10 in this series. I'll get the first or at least 5 or 6. But all of those episodes are going to come from the truck that I sold over a year ago. That an hour before the trailer showed up to pick it up to haul it away, I'm in the driveway like
running over
quick
stuff.
kids, find something I can run over.
It's like a Gallagher show up there, like watermelon, awesome.
Yeah.
Did you run over a watermelon? Or was that wait and see? There you go.
I don't remember. I don't think so. Like seriously, looking at some of the video files while I was editing today, it's like, oh, I forgot I ran over that. So there's a teaser where you can see a pile of stuff that was run over that's crushed, but you can't really tell what everything is, and that's kind of on purpose. So the very first one did some like exploding, stuff coming out of bottles and other, squishy things, and so you can go watch that video if you like. It's the first one. Again, it was more about playing with camera angles and figuring out, what's going to work. And the funny thing is,
I remember that.
And I do kind of like how some of that worked out. And then this one, man, that end screen stuff comes on a little early. But it was kind of neat how it shoots the right at the camera here. Knocked the camera over. That was
money shot. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I would watch it just for that.
Yeah. So anyhow, I think this could actually go somewhere and be interesting. And really, to me, the more interesting part about this is getting people to give ideas for.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course you'll smash stuff. Who wouldn't want to smash stuff, right? So getting people to kick in ideas on what we could run over or brands to send stuff or whatever. And holy smokes, as much stuff as I get from that Amazon program, the stuff that's crap is getting run over.
Right. That's what I would do. Yeah. Like, oh, this is horrible. Getting run over.
So, speaking of which.
Ukulele.
We're gonna come back to that. Okay, it's not actually this one, but it's one that looks like it. This is one of the 6 guitars that arrived since the show last week. This one actually plays really well.
It looks the same as one of the other ones. They all have that same.
It's a very popular style. I probably have. Like, I don't even know.
I'm not guitar savvy, so I don't know. They all, to me, like when they have the white face with the the gold and burnt ends, it's like
this is like an antique burst or a sunburst, they call it. Yeah. And I know I got 2 like this in the last week, and then I probably got 5 or 6 of them that look like this, and they're all different, but they have the same shape and same general color. This one is fake, like it's a sticker. It's a wrap, really, that's printed to look like wood. And it was so disappointing. I was like, what a piece of crap. But it's actually made well, and it plays really good. But the one that came in the day before this looks just like it. But it doesn't, it's not the printed. It's like the real finish.
Plays like crap.
It is the biggest hunk of junk. It's one of the worst products that's ever been sent for review. And it's probably, like I'd said, I'm going to shoot it. We'll take it to the Iraq veteran thing and put it out on the range and shoot it.
There you go.
I want to run it over with a Humvee probably before we shoot it and then shoot what's left of it, I think.
Great. We'll see if there's anything left.
Because that will be, I think there's bound to be some pieces left that are big enough to shoot at. So yeah, that'll really just be showing my disdain for a brand wasting my time sending
a
hunk of junk. Like, and it could have been good, right? Like, but it was complete garbage. So anyhow, that was I'm calling that Humvee Versus. So if anyone has ideas of stuff that we should run over, keep in mind that we are on a budget here, and I'm not just gonna. If it starts making a lot of money where the stuff pays for itself, I'll spend $100 on a video that makes $500-600. But I haven't had many videos that have made $500 or $600.
It's tough. It's a tough world.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh, I didn't change the banner. We are on recently completed reviews. Here we go. All right. So we shall share, and we'll go to one TJ's been waiting on.
Oh, I can't.
This week's guitar review. No, but seriously, this is so something you can appreciate.
There's your first idea.
What?
Snob. Can we run TJ over with that? It would be a great video. I mean, we're working on my abs.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can hold a Humvee. A Prius? Oh, no problem. Run me over with a Prius. I'll laugh. I'll laugh at that thing.
So what you will appreciate for this review, though, is we've talked a fair amount about product photography and everything.
Yep.
And I have been I don't like the cold at all. Like, I can't stand it. And during the summer, I'll go out in the morning or the evening. They call it the golden hour, not the golden shower. That's completely different. The golden hour is like the first hour after the sun comes up, or the first hour or the last hour before it goes down, where you don't have a lot of harsh shadows and the lighting is better for photography.
Yep.
I'd try to hit those times to do product photography. But in the winter, it's cold and I don't want to go outside. So
not down here.
I've been working. Oh yeah, I know. I've been working on getting a section of the studio. So I have a video section where I am now. And then if I go just off camera, I also have I've got an amp set up with the backdrop behind it and a guitar stand and some pedals. And it's all set up to make a nice photo backdrop. And it takes like a minute to move stuff out of the way and put the little product rotator, the mechanical Lazy Susan thing, to do other products. So, and I've got the black and white backdrops up, and I can put like a blue or a green if I need to do like a green screen. And so I'm really happy with how that's worked out, because I don't have to carry stuff so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like packing to go to the range to do a gun review. It's a whole lot easier, but I still have to carry stuff outside and set it up and then bring it back in. And
when it's cloudy out, I'm like, Crystal's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I'm gonna go outside and take some pics, and I'll bring everything out. It'll take me an hour to get everything set up, and then the sun will come out. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Come on, clouds.
Yep. So when I put the truck under the big tent, I took this first picture here with the two guitars on the Humvee. It's in the tent and it doesn't have a good enough light. And I was just lazy. I should have pulled it out. I didn't think it'd make a big enough difference pulling it, because I only pull it so far. And then the shield up around the turret hits where the door kind of hangs down, and it's a pain. So it's like, I didn't think pulling it out that far would be enough. Turns out it is, because I did it yesterday.
You're going to pull all the way out.
That's what I hear.
Yep.
So anyhow, this review is this company, Firefly, that does, they're like Chinese knockoff.
We've seen a couple of those. You've done a couple of these already, the Firefly. Or you've mentioned them at least.
I did their Les Paul copy review. Yep. I've had... 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had 4. I've only got one of those left. I sold the other 3 just because I can't keep everything. I've got way too many. Like, I stopped counting when I hit 30. And so I'd really, really, really have to sell some really quickly, because I don't have room to move in my office now. But anyhow, so they're getting a lot of buzz on the internet. So I wanted to take advantage of that and get a review out quickly while these are fresh on the market. But also, I'm trying to time it. They come in batches. Like, they'll get a container full and they sell them out over the course of about a week.
Oh.
And then all the people who didn't get them want to go buy them. Well, now that they have sold out of the FFLG model guitar, I'm going to list at least the silver and black one that you see here.
Right.
That's going on Reverb and eBay probably Maybe I can get to that tomorrow. So, but anyhow, these two, I bought them with the idea that I may not keep either one of them, or I may just keep the brown one, the spalted maple one. But the silver and black one, I had no intent to keep that one from the beginning. I just needed to get both models to do the review. And this is a pretty comprehensive one, and it's comparing it to the Gibson SG, which is like the original of this shape. And I think I just took that one off the wall behind me to put these other ones up.
Right.
But and if you have any interest in this stuff, tons of detail. I'd love feedback on what you like or don't like. If there's too much detail, if I missed anything, I'm really trying to dial these in. I like lots of detail, so that's what I put in them. But if it's too much, maybe I need to dial it back a little bit for other people. I don't know. But since I'm not doing videos, I try to really do well.
Yeah. I have no idea about the guitar stuff. I would assume the more detail, the better, as far as when you're coming to, people researching to buy a guitar and stuff, like they would want as much detail as possible, not just the video. Like, yeah, this thing's awesome. Like, all right, cool.
And then I've got someone else's video here at the bottom. But I've been talking to a few people, 3 or 4 different guys that do guitar reviews on YouTube, and they're small. It's not like they have huge channels. This guy that I used his video here's got 100,000, or I don't even know how many, 150. So he's got a lot of people who are subscribed to his channel. Haven't talked to him. I'm talking to some little guys that do good work, because that's I like the underdogs. The big guys, they're successful enough. They don't have time to talk to me. But the little ones, I can help them. They can help me. Everyone wins. Everyone's happy. So hopefully we'll get some of those in soon. And even if you don't like guitars, you ought to go look at some of the pictures of the spalted maple wood that they used on these. It is absolutely amazing.
Well, you're like a photographer, man. These things, the pictures are looking good. But like I said, I was like, man, just photography skills are fantastic right now.
I'm getting there. I'm going to point out something. You should never point out things that maybe people don't see on their own. But like where I am here, I see in the reflection off of these super shiny guitars, a light stand and the shelving that's across the room. And I've got to figure out how to hide that a little better. I've got some ideas. I think I'm going to end up just hanging some curtains so that the reflections hit a white curtain instead of everything, because I have so much in my office. It's where I store all my camping gears on one side, the guitar stuff's on another side, and the reloading bench is over here. And
he's looking around. You're like, yeah, it's like right here. Nope, right here, right here. Everything's I picked, like I said, I envisioned a little cubby where your chair is and everything, and that's all the room you have in that office. Like pretty much, like you notice I look at the screen a lot, because if I look up around at the office, I get overwhelmed. I can't. So anyhow, is it ominous off screen?
It's overwhelming, definitely. And I used to be one of those, it looks like a mess, but I know where everything is.
Right.
That ain't the case now. I don't know where most of this stuff is. All right, so I think that is enough about that. If you have any interest in that, please go read the review and let me know what you think. All right, so moving on with the recently completed reviews. And you guys get your questions in, or topics, anything you want to talk about. As we're wrapping this up, we want to roll into something else here shortly. So feel free to suggest stuff. Episode 2. So I got episode 2 ready. And then it occurred to me, like, I didn't really call it episode 1 when I did the first one, and I only published it on YouTube. I thought I had at least created an article for it on Gear Report, but I hadn't. So I went back and created episode 1 as an article, and we already looked at that, and then came and did episode 2. And spoiler here, episode 2 is just running over the laptop. And this is where I could kick myself, because I had it done, exported, uploaded to YouTube. I'm filling out the stuff, and it occurred to me, oh, this is landscape. I was I kept it under a minute so it could be a short, but then it isn't going to work right. The way that the shorts work is they crop the frame in. If you upload a widescreen, they bring it into a vertical format by cropping. And the way it was edited, the way the cameras are, that just wasn't going to work. So I was like, you know what? These aren't going to be shorts. These are going to be regular.
Man.
But, you know, I've got a couple different views here of.
I liked it because I want to do that all the time.
Well, I figure a lot of people would like to run over. And so I've got 3 different camera angles, and I thought about syncing the video so you could see all 3 of them at once. But then apparently people get into the audio on this stuff quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then the audio would be all garbled because you'd have 3 different sets of crunchiness on top of each other.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to do them all separately, each view separately. There you have it. And I have the next one is queued up, and it will drop right before the show next Wednesday. So I already have that one. I think I have the article and the video already queued and ready.
Nice.
Yeah, that doesn't happen much around here anymore, where I actually have stuff done way ahead of time.
I'm just waiting on a box of ammo, and I'm good.
A specific box or any box?
Yeah, no, a specific box of 454 I'm waiting on.
I was going to see if I could help you, but I really can't help you with that.
Dude, like everywhere I go, I'm like, I'll stop by Frog Bones today. Go by, like, look at Gary. What is this? We don't know what this is, Gary. No idea. Yeah, every time I drive by, because I've been doing some stuff down in Sebastian, South, so I've been going by Frog Bones every day. Like, hey, you got any food? They're like, they just look at me like, no, we don't. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I just order a box online. I 20, another 20 or so, and I'll be good. But I just waiting on it. Like, oh, we got it in stock. All right, sweet. And then, yeah, I still haven't got a shipping confirmation yet. I'm like, have to wait till I get back.
Oh, speaking of shipping confirmation, I did something I swore I would never do. So show of hands in the comments if you've ever ordered something off of Wish.com. All right, show of hands here.
Snob's raised. I can feel Snob raising in hand right now. Like,
yeah.
Barry, I don't know about, but I know Snob. He's probably ordered some stuff off of Wish.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually said I would never do it. It's the only thing on is the only reason I'm here. I'll take it.
We're glad we could help.
Gun Snob hasn't. Gary hasn't. I always said I wouldn't. But then one of the guys that I'm trying to get to do some guitar video reviews so I can shift back to some other stuff and still have some good content coming in. Yeah. Oh, I think we both clicked. There we go. That's why I like Snob's video. Oh, G23 does not do Wish. Okay, so I salute all of you guys for not doing Wish. I said I'd never do it because they rip off so many American brands, and it just seems wrong. But a guy, he ordered a guitar. It was like $32, maybe 35 shipped. And it showed up, and it actually worked. And I was like, wow. And he said it was what he would expect to get for about $150. Huh. $150 for like 35. So I found one that looked really, and I can't reach it. I have one that looks like it. It's a $1,600 guitar. And this is not identical, but the body shape's the same. It's made to look like it. The parts are very similar. I'm interested to see when it actually shows up, but I think with shipping, I'm in it for like $35, and it may never show up, but it's an experiment. And if it works, then I'll do a video, brand new $35 headless Strandberg guitar copy from Wish, and see if that drives any revenue.
Listen, worst comes to worst is we can shoot it or run it over. That's what I'm saying.
If it shows up. All right, let's catch up here. I've spent $1 or $3 on O lights. I won't even do that.
I mean, come on.
Oh, which reminds me.
After shot that one year,
Olight has been hounding me about some launches, and I pretty much just ignored it.
I will. I mean, if you want, I got some. I got some guns that could use some lights.
I think that it's mainly like EDC lights that they've been after lately.
My VP9 doesn't have a light on it. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, like pocket lights.
Oh,
the little with a clip that sits in your pocket, which I carry. But I have a stream light that I have, and I have another stream light that I like. Like I have 2 stream lights that I really like that make good EDC pocket carry.
The one that looks like the Microtech knife is the. Yeah. I like the one.
Yeah, because that one pisses me off every time I look at it, because the Microtech guy that made a deal so we do a video, and then he quit Microtech before living up to his part of the deal.
It's the big time over there.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Streamlight has that new little itty bitty, like the thumb light almost. It goes on your keychain. Mm-hmm. It's super small.
Maybe that's the one they were trying to get. And honestly, I've just been too busy. Like what I wanted to do is what I like to do is when stuff like that comes in, send a note out to the team and say who wants to review it, and then hook people up. And like I did with Zero Shoes probably 2 months ago, I sent a note, who wants to do a review with them? And a couple people wrote back. It occurred to me this morning, I stumbled on that email and was like, oh no, I never sent it over to Zero Shoes, which I need to do. But I just, too busy, and it slipped my mind. And when I stumbled on it, I was like, oh, this is terrible. So I've got to do more of that. I've thought about buying my underwear off of Wish. I've thought about selling my underwear on Wish or eBay. But, that seems like a different discussion than what we typically talk about. So
after last week, I don't know.
You actually beat some people in here. I wouldn't call myself a pacifist, but I appreciate if you don't beat people during the show. All right? Do they sell underwear? They sell everything, dude.
Yeah, everything.
You can get a what is it? Is it a geisha girl? Geisha girl? Geisha girl? What do they call it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure you can get one. Which is actually kind of frightening and really bad. Be careful, Rona is contagious via the interwebs. Yeah, I hear that. I'll review them for you. Just send it here. Well, yeah. I hope you're not talking about underwear, because if you're talking about the flashlight stuff, I've got to get better at letting people know when brands reach out and need stuff done. I think what I'm going to start doing, what I have been doing, is I'll create a spreadsheet and I send it out, say, if you want to review, list what you want, put all your information in it. When it's done, I'll share that with the brand. They decide who they want to send stuff to. But that means I have to come back to, I have to create the spreadsheet, send the email, deal with any questions. At some point, I have to review the spreadsheet, make corrections, send it to the brand, negotiate.
That didn't work out well for the Zero Shoes, did it?
It's too many touch points, too many opportunities for me to drop the ball. So what I'm going to do now is just introduce people. I'll send out a note. Hey, if you want this, send a note to whatever the person's name is.
Right.
And tell them what you want and what you're going to do with it. And you work it out and just copy me on it so I can see it, but I don't have to do anything. That's what I need to do.
Easy. Listen, you need to just streamline it. Like if you just do the contacts and then shuffle them off, and then whatever, it is what it is. You get what you want, and then we can hopefully work out a deal where we can get stuff we want.
MicroStream USB. That may be the one that I carry that I really like. It's micro or macro. I can't remember. I'll have to look at it. But regardless, really cool stream light, pocket light that I'm very fond of.
Oh, I guarantee I could break an OLED as well.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Humvee versus OLED. All right, next time they offer me something,
do it.
Maybe I'll send her a note, say, hey, send me something.
whatever you want to send me,
I'm
and
gonna
help
run
us
that
like
shit over.
something like big enough to where you're like, oh, this is going to explode. That would be awesome.
But then, so we run into the problem I have with Olight is they annoy the crap out of me.
Now.
They really do.
Yep.
But
Yeah. See, like we know you got it yesterday. How come the review's not done? Like, I don't know. Oh, sorry, guys. My bad.
every product I've gotten from them, I have wanted to hate it because they annoy me. But then I use it and I'm like, man, why does it have to be awesome?
Right.
It pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to break it because then I don't have it.
Right.
I almost bought a whole
We don't have snob money.
thrifty. That's what we call it. Thrifty, not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
It's thrifty.
Frugal.
Efficient.
Frugal.
Yeah.
Frugal's a big one.
A couple things. Oh. Well, that's not too bad. But I mean, if you want Olight stuff, then if you like Olight stuff, don't buy it. Just let me know. I'll connect you with the rep, and
There you go.
or I'll tell her to just. I'll make the introduction, and you can do some Gear Report reviews and save you $6.
I'll give them your email, and you can be hounded by them.
Well, it's more about taking me out of the loop
Right.
as the middleman because I am.
I don't have. You know, it's funny because I don't even have one of those little like the carry lights that you guys have. I don't even keep any of those on me.
Do you want one? Because I could hook you up.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want one.
All right.
I look at everybody's ED. I'm like, they got a flashlight. I mean, I keep I keep the gun in the truck. I get a knife in the truck. I mean, you don't have a flashlight to save my life. I was like, huh.
No, but
I guess if it was dark one time, I'd be screwed, wouldn't I?
People would talk about EDC flashlights and how they were like, you had to carry one. And I was like,
Right.
why do I want to carry a flashlight? I started doing it for a review.
Right.
Like I wasn't interested, but a company sent one for review, and I said, well, okay, I'll try it. And what I found is I use it all the time, like every day, couple times a day. And it's stuff that I would struggle or get my phone out and fumble with the buttons. It's just so easy.
Yep.
Pull it out, click the button. Okay, done.
The only reason I mention it is because my new phone, I'm really pissed at, is because it doesn't have my old phone. Remember, I used to be able to shake it and the flashlight would turn on. This phone does. I have to press a button and say turn on flashlight, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
The whole shake thing is dangerous. When I had a Motorola,
It would turn on all the time.
Well, I'd drop it.
I'd go upstairs, and I'm like, they're like, your butt's light up. I'm like, oh crap, my phone's, ran upstairs. My bad.
You have to shake quick enough. You got to get the right motion, and to ensure that it would work, I would like really pop it, and it'd fly out of my hands half the time.
Well, if you did it one way, it was a light, and if I did it forward and back, flat screened, it was the camera. So I could do quick. I had the camera turn on real quick, which I like because if I needed to take a picture of something real quick, it was awesome. But I mean, now the new one is like, turn on flashlight. Like,
oh, I hate that.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Well, it's like when you call a company and they put you in a voice activated phone tree.
Yep.
Like, no.
No.
I'll just sit there quiet. The pharmacy, I have to get something refilled every month. I actually have to call and talk to someone, and every time it'll walk through 3 options, and I just sit there quiet because it won't let me push a button. I'm like, hey, if you give me the push one or say whatever, I'm fine because I'm just going to push the button. But if they say, tell us why you're calling, you know what they're going to hear?
Click.
I'm just going to sit. And then after 10 seconds, they'll say, let's try this another way.
Right.
And then they,
I automatically, every time, I automatically hit I keep it in zero.
I'm
going to talk to somebody, by gosh.
Platinum. Gary.
Are you getting the gifts?
Gary,
you get the wonderful gifts from Olight too, Gary?
Gary talks all the time. Like see, this sounds terrible. This is how I describe his show. Gary talks. No, he does like a discussion show, right? Talks about whatever is going on.
Whatever we talk about breakfast.
I don't know.
Talk about all kinds of stuff.
I don't know. Does Gary do any gear reviews? Because Olight or hose. You know, there are some brands that
Yes.
we got to get to know
You
each
got
other. You got to
reviews.
write some things for Gear Report before I'll make an introduction. Just knowing each other, it's good. But I got to see some
He's not.
production with Olight. Let me know. I'll shoot you the contact person's information.
They're probably saying
Maybe.
Harry stuff all the time. He's like,
Oh
whatever.
my goodness! I get emails. I get text messages. I get through what's the other
I
one?
ignore the messenger one.
Instagram
Yeah, Instagram
and Facebook.
The
All of
messenger
them.
ones. I'm like, I'll see them come up on the thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's all Jeff. Not even gonna say a word.
Oh, yeah. All right. Probably not the best motion for video. Not sure what that was about.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they'll hold it in the mouth.
Yep.
Hold it in the mouth and use it. All right. I should probably read the whole sentence, but I feel like I hit the high points and we got what we needed to hear there.
We're speed reading. There we go.
Yep. Automated things never understand me. Yep. Oh, I see what that's about.
Yeah.
The Okie accent. Got it. Favorite flashlight. Cheap. Yeah, you know that sounds like the ones I was getting there for a while. Before I started doing all the flashlight reviews, I was buying some for hunting. I can't remember what the number on them was, like an 802A or B or something. And they were super bright, and they took the 18650 rechargeable batteries, the big ones, and they were so awesome. I got a green one for coyote hunting and a couple white ones. My son still uses some of them. Awesome lights. Gary's applied to Olight, but no response. They're like that. So I've sent them notes and I get nothing back, but then they'll hound me. Like someone else will hound me. It's like, you are clearly making an effort. You prioritize talking to me. So how come when I try to talk to you, you won't answer? You know?
It's only when they want to talk to you.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm sorry they deleted you. Yeah. So anyhow, let's see. What else should we talk about?
We got an event coming up.
Oh, we do. We do.
I'm echoing on your end, I think.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying the same things you're saying.
Probably.
So I'm going to show you guys, in addition to all of the guitars, I do have a ukulele.
There it is. Yes.
And I actually learned a couple chords and promptly forgot them. I think, like I don't remember what they are.
You're better off than me and Snob combined, I bet.
Oh, this sounds so horrible. I must be doing that wrong. Yeah, all of that sounds terrible. I think this was one. Yep. I think I will be able to play something. I actually printed it. It's down in my stack of clothes for the weekend. I already printed out a chord sheet for ukulele that shows you where to put your fingers for everything.
Perfect.
I have my tuner on here. It is ready to go.
That's what I need. That's what I need. Little with tannerite, I like defense. See, perfect.
This one, but I got this at the beginning of the summer and was going to learn how to play. And then one of my kids commandeered it and took it to camp. She said she learned one chord and then gave up. It's like, well, at least you took it from me so I couldn't have it.
There you go. Tammy's got a, she plays ukulele. She's got one.
Who does?
Taylor.
Oh.
My princess.
Yep, got to remember to load it. Not with tannerite. So here's the deal. I have no problem with blowing stuff up with tannerite. What I have a problem with is the pieces that go everywhere. Who got hit in the head a couple years ago?
They put the tannerite
on the backside of a rubber dummy.
Yeah.
And then when it got shot and it exploded, it blew the head off the dummy and it flew up over the tents and smacked someone who was walking like with their back to the range.
It got somebody close, and it flew up there. Me and Jeff, we were in line for food. All of a sudden, crap was falling out of the sky. We're like, wonder what that was.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm a little gun shy on putting tannerite in things that can blow up.
Well, you saw. I mean, I've watched 100 videos of the guy who loaded his fridge up with the tannerite, and he was behind the tree, and the door shot right by the tree, flat. I was like, oh yeah, that'll get you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But like Snob is saying, we'll have some Humvees there.
He's not talking about ukulele, is he?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. Well, what we may have to do is assess of everyone who brings ukuleles, what's the worst one, and maybe that one gets sacrificed.
There you go. I'm gonna bring all the crap in my garage that I don't want, and we can run it over up there, and
we'll have lots of trucks. We'll have video cameras.
Randy will be like, those damn Gear Report guys left all this crap up here. I'm like, sorry.
Yep. Yeah. The owner of the range that we're not allowed to mention because it's secret would be upset.
I don't even know yet.
He's a good guy. We're gonna bring some booze so we can get him to stay and drink with us again.
Well, that's not a problem. I'm going up there.
It sounds like I've heard crap. Wow. All right. Well, that doesn't hurt my confidence at all. Thank you. My pretty in pink. I never suspected anything different. Yeah, we could run it over. Yeah. We're not on a watch list already. I'd kind of be surprised.
I'm almost be upset.
Yeah. If we can, but on the ukulele stuff, we can figure out how to play well. I mean, I actually think that the one I have is made well. It's like a nice little ukulele.
Yeah.
And there are some really nice ones on Vine that if I could figure out how to play them,
this one's not bad. I just can't, I'm working on, I just can't figure out how to play it. I'm an idiot, I guess. I don't know.
You got to watch some videos.
I'm watching videos.
How to do it. Yep. All right. I think we have moved past recently completed.
We've been in shit shooting for a while, so
I think so. But I want to talk about stuff that's going to be published.
All right.
So I'm about to do a bunch of little things like this. It's actually lit up because it's powering my key light that's lighting my face. They call it's a lie. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lie. They call them solar generators. It's just like a battery pack, like a little USB power supply thing.
Right.
And it's that kind of battery in a different shaped case, and it's got the same USB outputs and the same kind of charging port, but not really. But then it has an inverter built in. So I've got from this company. Last week I got a little smaller one, and this week I got the larger size. So I'd have multiples.
Solar come into play?
What's that?
Where does the solar come into play?
That's the lie. Is
it's like
when they say it's solar generator, it's not solar powered. It's not a generator. It's a battery pack. So, but what they're saying is you can generate electricity off of it by hooking a solar panel up. A solar panel doesn't really generate anything unless you hook it up to something.
Yeah.
So once you hook it up, it's generating power that's going into the battery. But this doesn't come with a panel.
Was it in the package? No.
No. So that's the lie. But they're still useful. They're way too expensive for what they are. But when they're sending them to review, I'm like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
But these are really useful. Like you've seen when we went to the Fire Expo, and I had one.
The light
that we used the AC outlet to run the lights in the tent overnight and run the computer and that kind of thing. And it has a light built in on the back of it, and it'll charge a couple different USBs out the front. So it's a really useful, it's a really useful little device. So I'll probably put some reviews up for that kind of thing.
There you go.
Fireline dagger defense, goat gun, Celtic holster. Okay, so
Yep.
So Gary does do reviews.
Gary,
There
I
we
told
go.
you.
Now we know. I thought he had done some
Yeah.
reviews, but I
You
mean,
don't
I've
watch,
been pretty open.
but you don't watch anything, so
I
I have a lot of time. I have a lot of downtime in between, like, coffee and work, that I can look and watch videos. So that's just so you know, everybody. If I'm watching your video, that's where I'm at.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna skip the rest of the conversation. Just get to the good part here,
All right,
or
yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I
I'm
mean,
gun stop. Yep. Um.
that's all right.
So anyhow,
I can't tune mine either, Snob. So
uh, we can learn that. It'll take. I think if we're smart about it, in 15 minutes we can be able to play a little
that's what I want.
something.
I want to get a little tune, and then ukulele wars.
Yeah. So, man, so many cool things we could do. But I really don't want to destroy mine because
I
I
know.
want
Oh,
to
don't
learn to
destroy
play.
yours. I don't. I mean, I don't want to destroy mine either, because Taylor's like, "Ooh, that one's way better than mine." I'm like, "It is."
Yeah. So maybe the pink one gets sacrificed if that's what Snob wants to do.
I don't listen. I was going to do it anyways, whether Snob wanted. If Snob really wanted the pink one, too bad. It was going to get destroyed anyways.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, and just so everyone knows, I mean, I've been pretty open about I don't have time to watch a lot of other people's stuff. I do watch Gary's show every now and then. Sometimes I'm just busy and can't do it, but I'll catch his every now and then. I'll catch Snob stuff on occasion because seriously, have you seen the fence post?
The fence post is that. I mean,
How do you not? How do
I
you?
cannot find one anywhere around here. I mean, my fence panel is getting there. It's getting aged almost to perfection. Another couple
Yeah,
years in the sun, it
that's
will
awesome.
compete with the post, the fence panel. But
Yeah, yeah. So I'll watch when I see them pop up, and I have a little bit of
yeah,
time. I just don't have a lot of time very often. But anyhow, if you guys want to, anyone wants to get your reviews published somewhere else, a little bit more distribution. Um, I'm different than any other publication I'm aware of in that at Gear Report, if you want to leave your affiliate links in, you can. I don't care. Most places you write something for them and you don't get to put your links in it, but put your links in
yeah.
it, make some money. I'm happy, you're happy, everyone's happy.
I just
So,
do it
all right.
different. I just like you put the links in. It's easier.
Yeah. So we talked about, let's see, I should probably go look at the show notes.
Show notes.
Yeah. For episode 80.
I did not look at those.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I did good, and I pre-opened a bunch of windows today, but I forgot to open that. Okay, so
You
this
have.
week,
I'm gonna throw out something. I do have something from. If you all can see that, maybe
BlackRock.
BlackRock.
Yep.
Yep.
Tactical
BlackRock branding.
promotions.
Yep, BlackRock branding. They gave us the remember the missile at the
Oh yeah.
gathering.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I still have it. It's filled with bourbon right now.
It's rather phallic looking.
I don't know. It's yeah.
They did. I recall them
We have
cautioning you to only use it for appropriate things.
bourbon. Right. Yeah, we had that discussion. But yeah, so they got something coming, and it's going to be an everyday. It's going to be on the show every day. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
it will get much use.
A
lot of use.
I'm quite jealous, actually.
I know.
All right, so things I need to talk about.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. So you can unveil that next week, assuming it shows up on time.
That should be here after I get back from IV-88.
Yeah. Other stuff I wanted to talk about. Using military surplus tent as a garage for the Humvee. We talked about that last week. We showed some pictures. I just wanted to mention it again because I got a bunch of them in the warehouse. And I said last week, if you want one, let me know. Mention something about the show, and I'll give you a big discount. And
it's not
I think
buzzing. The batters are dead defense staff. Come on now.
Do what? I didn't hear what you said.
You can hear that thing buzzing. It's a family show. I'm like, they've been done dead. Come on now.
Oh, I know what that was about.
I know.
That was kind of what the warning was about too. Like, don't even go there.
Pre-verted comments right there.
Yep.
Plus, it's filled with bourbon right now.
Yeah. So I'm still willing to deal on the big tents. I need to get some moving. Let's see. The shorts we talked about a little bit. I need to do more. I'd like to get one out every day. And it's one of those, I'm like trying to figure out how do I fit it in my schedule.
I've got a couple. I just don't want to unload them. I mean, because they're all I get the 454 I've been shooting. So
But that's going to be, so let's think about this though. That's something we can do super quick at this weekend. Everything we do, like if we have one camera adult way and one kid way.
I can do it the kid way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you do that. I'll do the adult way. And then we'll have like real video we can do.
Crappy gimbal.
And then we'll have the little shorts videos that are, if you're doing 15 seconds, you can upload it off the phone. If you want to go up to a minute, you have to upload it off of a computer.
Yeah.
And if you do it over the phone, you can overlay the text and everything. So that's what, when you look at the shorts that I've done, the ones that have the text overlay, you'll notice they don't go past 15 seconds because that's how I get that easy text overlay. I can do text overlay, but then I got to open up Adobe Premiere, and it becomes a hassle. Whereas it's just 10 minutes while I'm dropping the kids at the pool.
Your second office.
I can knock that out. The second office, yeah.
The second office.
There should be like a tag that you put on content when you publish it. Publish while pooping, that kind of thing.
Should be.
Yeah, a lot of people upload everything from the phone. Stanley Orchard, when he was on a while ago, talked about he didn't even own a computer.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that's crazy. And he does a lot of cool editing and everything.
Yeah, his videos weren't bad either.
They were good, better than mine, and he doesn't even have a computer.
Phones, man. Phones are just a computer, just smaller.
Yep. So let's see. Back to the agenda. Humvee title challenge is still working through that. I think I am making progress there. Prep for the Iraq Veteran Range Day.
There we go.
I'm going to go tomorrow and pick up the big tent and get it in the van. And James dropped off a bunch of parts for Ruben today, so I'm taking. I'm going to be the shuttle driver. So since I'm going to see Ruben, James bought stuff. No, I mean I could, but it's one of those. If we all just help each other if we're going anyway, like if I was going to have to make a special trip, I'd expect him to kick in something for gas money. But I'm literally doing nothing to go out of my way. Yeah, I'm not going to ask anyone for money for that.
All I've got left is brakes and fuel filter.
Yeah.
And then, buying 20, 30 cases of beer and some booze and some food, and I'm good.
The important stuff. Yeah, so
important stuff. I mean, and I think Killian has a sleeping bag I can use.
That's good.
Yeah,
because it's going to be chilly.
I heard. I'm a Florida boy. If it starts with a 6, I'm like, ooh, that's sweater weather.
Yeah. So I've thought about getting a Bluetooth keyboard and a mouse for editing on the phone. I really have. And I'm not sure why I haven't done that. I should do that.
That's too high tech for me.
Well, but so what it does though is it cuts out the step of transferring the video to the computer and then having to do all the rendering and processing and then export it, and it just cuts a bunch of steps out. So
I should do that. Yeah. That'd be so much easier for me.
Yeah, and no doubt the computers are so much more powerful than they used to be, and the phones are, like you said, just little computers. So yeah. Let's see. So stuff going through the agenda. Used stuff for sale. I posted a couple speakers today. I thought I had posted last week, but then I didn't see them in Facebook Marketplace, so I posted them again. Um, and I'm about to post some more guitars and stuff because I got to get rid of them. Other stuff that has arrived for review, a USB powered LED lantern that will replace a streamlight that my wife used probably 340 days out of the year for 3 years. Instead of having like a lamp on the table beside the bed for reading at night, she had this that she'd sit like on her lap in front of the book because I get bothered by light being on when I'm trying to go to sleep. So she could kind of localize it that way. And she wore that stream light out. It took years. It amazed me.
That's a
and
good
I
run.
picked up a little, I picked up a little LED lantern for her today. I showed you guys the portable power station generator, which is actually just a battery pack.
The solar generator.
Couple guitar things, a stand, and a really neat chord chart that I'd grab it and show it to you guys if I didn't have to walk all the way around to get to it.
Right.
Not because you don't care about guitar chord charts, but it's neat in that it rolls up.
Interesting.
And then you pull it up and put a little post in the back to hold it, and it holds it open. And I'm looking at it thinking, I need one that has Gear Report stuff on it so I can set a little display up. That'd be really cool.
There you go.
If you follow us on Facebook, I think it was just on Facebook that I posted the portable shower that I got for the Gear Report team when we go to events.
We're going to be living large up there. We got a
in the lap
shower.
Of luxury.
Oh my gosh! Like we're moving up to like 3.5 star now.
Oh no, we're like 1.5. But at least we have stars.
Yeah. We get a shower now.
So I asked Brandy if she was getting the bathroom trailer for the event.
Right.
She said, well, no, because we've got, because there are bathrooms at the range. And I was like, yeah, but you can't take a shower in a porta potty. Because that's what I thought she was talking about. At the one a few months ago, they didn't have a bathroom. They had a couple porta potties, and they got nasty in a hurry. And she's like, well, no, there are now bathrooms at the range, and they have sinks. And I'm thinking, she knows that the distance from the bottom of the sink to the faucet is like, what, 8 or 10 inches?
Yeah.
I'm 6'4". I don't fit under there. That's not a shower, Brandy.
Right.
But at least, if nothing else, if it has hot water, we can fill up the bucket with hot water and then put my shower pump in and stand in the little portable shower.
Awesome.
And do that. Yep. I will be able to get a shower. Whether I choose to take one or not is yet to be seen. But I've provided what we need to be able to take a shower. Yeah, so I'm happy about that.
If you want one.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, when I can't reach it, I'll show you guys at the range day the little headset top headband cover.
You showed us that last time.
Okay. Well, then I don't have to show it to you again. Yeah. That's right. I put it on that's right. I had it on the Bluetooth headset. I've got it on my Peltor 500.
The headset is supposed to be on.
Yep. The Peltor Tactical 500 headset is wearing that now. So that wraps up the bulk of the agenda items. I'll give you a preview because I know you live for this part of the show.
Previews.
I'm going big screen. The preview. All right. Which shoulder? This. All right. So.
Like a retired rocker with all your old freaking tour guitars.
That one, we looked at the review of that earlier. The Spalted Maple Firefly. We haven't talked about the Gibson Flying V, the ERT. We're not going to talk about that. We talked about the Silver Burst. That one's going to be for sale soon because I actually really like it. I just bought it with the intention. I bought it with the intention of knocking the review out and then selling it. And then, let's see, we'll move that here. This one right here, this one just showed up yesterday. And it is interesting because it's thicker, like an acoustic, but it's 3 inches instead of 4 or 5 inches. And it's actually an electric guitar. and it's from that Firefly brand that we were talking about earlier. That has all that I've been doing a lot of reviews, like the two back here that I just showed. And it's actually really neat. But this, I ordered it. I got up at 3:30 in the morning to let the dog out. And while I was up, he's outside. I'm standing in the kitchen because I got to wait for him so I can let him back in. And I opened up Facebook and I saw a post about this. It was a surprise that this company had this guitar no one knew about. They just put it on their eBay store. And that's all we knew. I was like, well, it's $160 plus shipping, under $200 shipped. I'll buy it, do a review, and then when they go out of stock, I'll list it for more than I paid for it and make a little bit of money. Well, then, or I'll do the review and put links where people can buy it. So then I find out that it's a limited run of like only 50 that they're going to make. It was like a test run, and after they made them, they decided they weren't going to continue. It's like a short run, what do they call it? One-off run. So I'm like, crap. I don't know if that means it's going to be worth more, worth less, what? But it's awesome. Yeah. Like, it sounds great. It plays really well.
Looks neat.
It's
as long as it looks. See, that's my theory on guitars. As long as it looks cool, that's all right.
Yeah.
If it looks like no.
Yeah. I've been collecting cool looking guitars. I feel like I've got a bunch that really look neat. I just have to learn how to play them a little better, but I'm getting there. So anyhow, that was a preview. I don't even know what to call it. It's the Firefly. What do they call it? I
don't know. Guitar.
I can't remember. It's like the full hollow body something or another. But the eBay ad even had like the wrong name on it. It wasn't right. It was weird. All right, what we got here? There's some Howard Bluetooth Ear Pro and buy. Oh, I'll have to look at that. I've got. I probably ought to grab it. I've got enough Ear Pro. But yeah, I may snag some. I may not. We'll see. Interesting. The axles. Yeah, I've got some of those that they sent me a set and it didn't work right. So I sent it back. Then the replacement set didn't work right. But I did some marketing work with Weston that runs Axle. And great company, but some of their other marketing people were actively sabotaging what the agency I was working with was doing, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. But they make really good stuff. Weston knows what he's doing, and available for all. Well, I shall check that out then. Awesome.
There you go.
All right. So what else you guys want to talk about? I think we've covered all the things I wanted to mention.
Yeah. I mean, I've got as far as what I've got coming up, I'm waiting on that one box of ammo for the Taurus Raging Hunter in 454 Casole, and then I've got the boys at Frogbones they're adjusting that optic for me, the Righton optic for on that TX22 from Taurus. So because I don't know how to mount stuff. I guess I have no idea. So, and then, probably just a bunch of little odds and ends, Odin work parts and stuff that I've purchased for the all the other guns. The Moriarty Arms 7.62x3.9 upper.
Yeah, no joke. We should really kick out as many of the 1 minute or less quick review, put them up as shorts, and just knock them out.
Well, that's what I've got so much of the Odin work stuff that I bought that I'm like, now I've got to it's assembled. And I'm like, I can take it apart. And now I can do, I might just, if I can get maybe take the hand guards off and take they've got the gas block and the gas tube where I can just take a quick, B-roll kind of up and down video of it, stuff like that. But everything I have is assembled and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm saying just like
Yeah.
Hold it like a kid, and get up, down, side, talk a little bit while you're doing it,
Yeah.
and boom. As
Yep.
long as it's a minute or less, you can upload it, or you can just do like, I mean, can you do one in 15 seconds? Yeah, I bet you can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then they're quick to upload, and you leave people wanting more, and then they'll keep coming back, right?
Yep. Oh, it's not. Hold on.
Because people are suckers. But I mean that in the best way possible.
I guess not. Get the X3. And then that's the one on the 762x39. So, hold on. Right side, right side.
I'm trying to find those.
Since they're flipping the bill for this.
Yeah.
I like to, but I mean, I haven't any issues with it. Like I said, I think the one was I think it's a mounting issue. I just could not, like I said, I'm looking down the barrel and I'm like, all right, I don't even see the dot. What the hell's going on? So I just dropped it off to the boys. I'm like, here, figure this one out.
And, as far as you know, that doesn't undercut your credibility as a firearms professional one bit.
Wow. That's,
I think
probably like the sixth one that I've worked on, and that's the only one I've ever had issues with. And I was just like, it's frustrating. And I was like, you know what? I've learned to just like at a point where I'm like, you know what? Here, it's just here, $100, fix this, make it work. It could be because I got the optic used from Frog Bones. It was it was like a demo, and I'm like, it could be the optic. Somebody could have dropped the crap out of this thing, and it's dinged up, but it could be.
That's
me.
good. Yeah, let them figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easier. It's less hassle on me than me trying to screw around with that thing for 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like,
Too short of shorts, and I don't watch them. We'll keep that in mind because when we had the executive shorts meeting, TJ will tell you the criteria that I wrote on the whiteboard was target audience, G23. Strategy, whatever it takes to get him to watch it.
We'll figure out. You're going to watch them eventually. We got you. Hold on.
Ooh, man. That was a strong one. I gotta shake this up a little better.
Coffee?
Not what you
Strong
think,
coffee?
No, I grabbed the wrong cup. I thought I was getting coffee. I got the it's apple cider vinegar and water and a little bit of ice.
Oh my god!
And if you mix it right, it's kind of like lemonade, really. But the apple cider vinegar does some good things for your metabolism.
Nope. I heard that too, but it's so disgusting that I'm not even going to try it. I tried it once or twice, and my brother's like, "Oh yeah, the apple cider." I'm like, "Nope." You know what? Golden Road Brewery. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I'll do this.
Yeah, I tried it. People had said drink some apple cider vinegar, and I'm like, "Oh, it's about to knock me out. It's too much." But then you just dilute it, and you're still getting all the same.
Right.
You can drink an ounce like a shot, or you can drink an ounce mixed with water.
I'm shuddering thinking about it. Oh my gosh!
You dilute it enough, and it really does taste quite a bit like Country Time lemonade.
Do you feel better?
If you get it just right, it makes your breath smell
feel better.
It makes me feel better.
Okay.
And that's
I'll try diluting it maybe.
Oh, you don't have to. I don't care.
There you go.
Apple pie moonshine. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I meant.
Well, if I had some of that, maybe I'd do that too.
I'm with you. I'm just, my theory is Snob is I'm older. It's easier to see with the red dots.
Until they quit working. Until they quit, which they will, because they always do.
Quit. Right. Exactly.
Yep. All right. Anything else before we wrap it up? It is the last call for questions because I'm getting tired. Because
you're getting tired. You should have more energy with the apple cider vinegar.
I should, but I'm telling you, we had a fight this morning, my little one that I get up at 4:30 in the morning to take her to swim practice.
Yep.
And Wednesday is the day that she only goes. Monday and Friday she goes morning and 5:30 both times. 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the afternoon, both for a 2-hour practice. Wednesday she takes the evening off, so I didn't have to take her yet. No, not yet. I've got one other person that I want to batch them and go in and do both of them at the same time. But Defense Dad, if you have something ready and I need to create it, I'll go ahead and do it. But otherwise, that other guy, next week after the Iraq veteran event, we're supposed to hammer out what we're doing. If you need it before then, just let me know if you're ready and I will create it. But otherwise, I'm going to wait. And I'm trying to get about 3 or 4 of them together and do them all at once. Headed for NC in the morning.
There you go.
And going to Sarge's, I guess, if he's in NC, like Maggie Valley or something.
C4. Sarge.
Yep. So, yeah, I think we both clicked.
All right, you click. There you go.
Yeah, all the healthy stuff making him tired. Probably, but
makes me feel better.
When I hang out with TJ, I gain weight. I was up to, I got from like 235 down to 199, and then I hung out with TJ for like a month last year, 4 weeks out of this over the summer. It was a whole month.
Yep.
And I gained 15 pounds.
Yeah, I'm a horrible influence.
And after my backpacking trip, I got down to like 192, and I got on the scale this morning. It was 202. I was like, son of a bitch. I want to get down to like 190 because my knees are absolute crap, and carrying the extra weight hurts.
I want to get back down to like 200, and I'll be happy. Yeah. If I can throw off like 20 pounds, I'll be happy. But I mean, you know, we're big guys. I mean, like 200, 220s, not bad for us. But you know, I play ball 2 nights a week, so it's like, you know, it wouldn't hurt. I could probably jump a little higher if I shed 20 pounds.
Right, and that's what I'm thinking. Is before wrestling season gets here, I've got to get down because I'm getting close to 50. I can't get out there and actually wrestle much longer if I don't take care of myself or backpack and the stuff I like to do, the active
backpacking stuff. I can see backpacking. You had all the walking to do and all that stuff.
Like the sailing stuff, the fast boats, the catamarans. I got to be lighter.
They're only rated for so much weight. I know. See, it's like me in construction with ladders. Like I start looking like, all right, what's that rated for? 220? No, let's go for the 250 one. I had a big breakfast, you know. You know, I start looking at it like this, and I have to buy the heavy duty ladders. It's just costing me more money being a little heavier. It sucks. Yeah. So I got to, I got to start cutting some numbers somewhere. I can save probably $200-300 a year on just buying equipment. I don't have to buy that. I can buy the blue instead of the orange.
So here's the important thing, though, and this is for everyone, because in this country, most people are overweight, it seems like. And although I think there is a ton of crap information being circulated around COVID and everything, I think that something that everyone universally agrees on among the different experts is one of the top risk factors for any kind of illness is being overweight. Obesity, which I used to think obesity meant like way super huge fat. It doesn't. Like the line for being medically obese is pretty conservative.
It's right above your recommended weight. And Snob,
right?
I'm going to tell you, when I see you this weekend, I'll tell you a story about the weight limits on ladders. And there's a reason I abide by them.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
sounds like a good story. But,
we'll
listen to it this weekend.
You'll be there.
Yeah, we'll listen to it this weekend and decide if it's
Yeah.
worthy of repeating.
If it's show worthy.
Yeah. Anyhow, what I was going to say is everyone, I don't want to get preachy to anyone, but we'd like for you to still be around. We like having you here. So
Yeah.
clean up, cut out the carbs and sugar and get on a healthier diet and lose weight to get down to more of an ideal weight, not just like an acceptable weight. And that will probably not just add years to your life, but add good years to your life and make you less susceptible to all different kind of illnesses and just make you generally happier and probably better looking. So who knows? It's hard to say. I know I
don't know how much
I may have oversold that, but I think it's important.
Better looking I can get. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to argue with you. He'd lose weight, but I also like popping donuts. Yeah, sugar water and carbs and sugar. Those things are
delicious
bad for you.
They're awesome.
Yeah. So anyhow, I'm not trying to get preachy with anyone. I'm just saying, I don't know any of your individual situations. Everyone here could be svelte and not overweight at all. But what I'm saying is either get healthy or if you're already healthy, stay healthy because that is going to keep you from succumbing to various illnesses.
I'm gonna do the old you do you. You know, if you feel good and you're healthy, perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
and I like that. I'm not gonna say, oh, TJ, stop moving. Yeah, I don't. Again, I don't want to preach to anyone, but the medical evidence is so strong that it's just so much better for people to shed some weight. That I'm just, as a friend, asking people, please consider.
I'm with you, Snob.
Try to cut some. If I didn't do physical labor every day before, wow.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I would be right there with you.
Oh, and TJ, since you saw me right after I broke my foot, in the spring when it was still cool, I was wearing my Crocs around the house because it's more comfortable. We got a lot of tile floors where I don't like walking on from a wood floor to a tile floor that's cold. My delicate feet get temperature sensitive. But as it's warmed up, I've not been wearing them. I'm just walking around barefoot. My foot hurts so bad. There is something not right in there. Like I went and hiked. One of the guys that I hiked with this summer, his Garmin watch calculated that we hiked over 144 miles in that 2-week period. And that was just on the trail. That wasn't the other walking that we did. So we probably did, 160, 170 miles of walking in that 2-week period. And my feet were fine. My broken foot was fine.
That's because it was in a shoe.
I know, but without the shoe support, the more I walked, there's something not right in there. And I don't want to go. I've been avoiding, the reason I didn't do anything with it to begin with, I know for a fact it was broken. I never got it x-rayed. I never went to the doctor about it.
It's a foot.
Because
they're not going to do anything anyways.
Right. And I didn't want to deal with them preaching at me about, wearing a mask and trying to give me a shot and everything. Screw it. It's broken. There's no bone sticking out. What I'm afraid of is the way it healed, if it was a clean break and there's a little spur or something as I move, it's just rubbing and it's just going to, I really don't want to have to cut it open and get the Dremel out and,
I mean, listen, we'll be up there. We'll be up there this weekend.
Yeah.
Bring the tools. Lord knows I'll have the booze. We'll take care of it.
I should have got a battery powered Dremel because mine. Oh, what am I saying? I have an inverter. I can run the Dremel. There we go.
We're good. Just listen. We got plenty of booze. It'll be fine. We'll take care of that thing.
Look at that.
Everybody's helping out. See?
Why does everyone bash him? I mean, behind his back, of course, but never to his face.
No.
Come on. He's nothing but helpful.
He is. He's going to help you out.
Seriously, it doesn't matter what we talk about. He pops in with some comment to brighten our day. Always.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I got to go.
I figured.
Goodness. 260 pounds. Wow. Oh, I got you. Good one. LOL indeed.
Listen, right. It's easier to pay for the weight loss. I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah. All right. I'm about to hit the end broadcast button.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Squandering 1 hour and 36 minutes of your time. Under surgery. Oh, see? I'm feeling better already. He's bringing a Dremel, and he's done surgery before.
You're in good hands. I'm the anesthesiologist in this one. I got you taken care of. I'll get you.
So the last couple knee surgeries I had, the guy that knocked me out for that, he wouldn't say anesthesiologist. He would make sure to pronounce it anesthesiologist. And I was like, that's not confidence inspiring, right? He's like, yeah, keep counting.
Right then you're like, I'm so glad I'm laying on my stomach or my back right now.
Yeah, I shouldn't have watched those videos of the cow farrier people. Oh,
right.
That's harsh. All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you so much. Do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up before you go, please.
Or down.
They probably did already. Because we established last week that the only thing that it reports through StreamYard is Facebook. And it says that a certain young lady named Crystal gave us a thumbs up. So we appreciate that.
I pay her every week to give us a thumbs up.
Giving yourself stitches. See, I've never done stitches with a needle. I've done like super glue stitches before. I cut the back of my hand. I was working on a car. And there it is, the scar. See, this is why what was I saying? Oh, it's why I have air tools now. Because I had a breaker bar trying to break an exhaust bolt loose. When it finally broke, my hand went and it hit an exhaust shield, a heat shield, the edge of it, and just sliced right in. I could see the little the ligament down there moving around. So I used the super glue and just stuck it back together.
There you go.
It took a month and a half for that to heal because it kept breaking open. I'd be at work in a meeting and I'd reach for something and it'd pop open and everyone's like, shut up. And they're like, we got Vicryl down at the end of the hallway because I was working in pharma at a company that also sold a line of sutures.
I was going to say, you probably had free stuff to do that right there. Like, hey.
Yeah. And that company was doing veterinary stuff. So we had a bunch of veterinarians. I could have had them sew me.
I just bleed till I clot. I'm like, I'm good enough.
Yeah, we'll see you Friday too.
Yes, I'm excited.
I doubt he's coming far enough east to see me until we get to Georgia.
No.
I suspect they're going to head
south.
I'll
be there Friday.
Out here. He's cut more than that out of cattle. Stitches the sewing needle on fishing line. That sounds fun.
Yep.
Real. Jason's here. We got to start over.
I don't have enough beer for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason. And
I'm tired.
I got to go
at 4:30. I got to go to bed.
I got to go to the store for that stuff.
All right, but we're glad you made it, even if it was just at the very last second. All right, good to see you. So with that, I'm going to hit the button.
All right.
To end the broadcast. So until next time, we'll see you at the range.